Good morning. It is the 16th of December, 2025. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Received a word from Yeshua HaMashiach late last night, and I want to read that to you this morning. I transcribed it last night. For those of you who do not know who I am, heaven refers to me as general. I've been given the divine commission and the mantle to carry as the general of the end times remnant. I had a near-death experience back in 2022. I was taken to heaven. New Jerusalem is what it's actually called. And Yeshua HaMashiach walked up to me and gave me a tour of New Jerusalem, and he told me, "Daughter, I have an assignment, and you are going to be given a divine commission and a mantle and sent back." I didn't want to come back here, but here I am. So I'll be here until the sky splits, and I'll be trying to do a good job for him. There's a lot of people that reach out to me. You know, my videos disappear out of their saved, my videos glitch. People will call me on the phone and the call will drop, or they just can't get through to me at all. And it's vice versa with some people in the remnant that I know carry a scroll. So this will explain that to you. Yeshua said, "Daughter, this is the word, the tactics of the adversary in the final hours, spoken from the throne room for my remnant through my general." Beloved remnant, understand this. In this final prophetic season, the enemy no longer fights wide. He fights precise. He goes after the ones whose destinies threaten him. He targets the ones who are breaking generational curses. He disrupts the ones whose scrolls tear down his structures. He interferes with communication when two or more saints align their faith. He distorts the airwaves when a word of deliverance is being sent to a captive. He attacks the lines of connection because he knows that unity in the spirit destroys strongholds he has kept for decades. This is why your messages drop. This is why your calls do not go through. This is why spiritual interference rises when truth approaches a soul that hell does not want to loose. The enemy does not wage war randomly. He wages war strategically. He will tamper with electronics. He will stir confusion. He will bring unusual delays. He will pressure your emotions. He will whisper lies into vulnerable minds. He will attempt to wear out the saints so they stop speaking truth at the very moment truth is beginning to penetrate hardened hearts. The enemy clings to certain people because those people carry assignments that would destroy his work if they ever fully awaken. Blank is one of those. Blank is one of those. I just say blank because I don't want to say their name on here. Many among the remnant are one of those. And the enemy fights the ones he fears, not the ones he owns. He fights the ones waking up, not the ones who are asleep. He fights the ones whose spirits are being restored, not the ones who are drifting. Understand this pattern. When someone begins to return to the foot of the cross, when a captive begins to lift up their eyes, interference increases. The enemy introduces static to make them question what they heard. He disrupts communication to isolate them from the very voices that are leading them into truth. He works through delay, confusion, oppression, exhaustion, and distraction. He aims to make you believe that the warfare means failure. But warfare does not mean failure. Warfare means breakthrough is coming. Every remnant warrior must recognize his movements. He uses the following tactics in this hour. Interruption of communication whenever destiny-aligned people begin to speak. Interference through technology because he cannot stand in the open, so he hides in the unseen. Emotional pressure to make you feel overwhelmed at the moment your assignment strengthens. Increased distraction when you approach clarity. Sudden conflict or misunderstanding when unity is about to release power. Attacks on the weak places, especially where trauma and addiction once lived. Relentless condemnation to keep a soul glued to shame so they cannot believe freedom is possible. The remnant must be aware you are not imagining the resistance. You are not exaggerating patterns. You are encountering a kingdom that is collapsing under the weight of the glory that is rising upon you. The enemy does not want to lose blank because his story will tear open a prison for many. He does not want to lose blank because her obedience strengthens the remnant. He does not want to lose those assigned to your voice, because your voice carries authority to break cycles that have lasted generations. But hear this truth. Interference is not ownership. Interference is evidence of threat. The enemy cannot sever what heaven has ordained. He can only attempt to delay it. The remnant must not interrupt warfare as abandonment. Warfare is confirmation. Warfare is the sign that you are hitting the places he never wanted to touch. Or he never wanted touched. Sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Hold your ground. Speak anyway. Send the message anyway. Pray anyway. Because even when the interference rises, the word still reaches the spirit. Even when the matter is delayed, the seed has already been planted. Even when the airwaves war against you, heaven overrides them in the moment it is commanded. This is the hour when the remnant must understand the enemy's tactics, not to fear them, but to expose them. Once exposed, they lose power. Once confronted, they lose influence. Once resisted, they flee. This is the word for tomorrow, daughter. Deliver it to my people as precisely as I spoke it. Yeshua HaMashiach, spoken through the authority of heaven's 12th general. So, I'm not the only one. There's several sisters out there that contact me all the time, and we have the strangest stuff that happens whenever we actually try to communicate. Also, Sister Brenda, most of you know Sister Brenda, those of you that join our bi-weekly Zoom meetings, she has written a book. It is called Redeemed. I'm going to put a picture up here for you guys, and I hope that you go on Amazon, and I hope you go buy that book. She worked really hard on it, and I'm really proud of her that she put that out there, and I hope it's a great success for her. Also, we had a hiccup, Salvation Revolution Ministries, LLC, we had a hiccup. We were in the processes of land purchase for our domestic violence program, our safe haven, and also on that property, we will have a warehouse where people can start sending supplies. We have other storehouses located throughout the United States, but that one will be our main hub here in the southern region for our supplies that will be kept for the tribulation saints. And we appreciate all of you out there that have supported that through GoFundMe. We have our Remnant Recovery Fund, and we're going to continue doing that work. And we will also be putting up a new fund for the Eternal Record Ranch, which is what this property will be called. And we've had many people, calling about lumber and donations of supplies. We're still in the beginning stages, and there's a lot of prep work that has to go into it before we can actually start putting these houses on this property for these women and their children. So it's pretty awesome. I feel just amazing about the fact that Yeshua has instructed me to do this project, and our board of directors we're all working very hard, and I'm just so thankful that so many of you are making that possible, because it's going to be a wonderful thing. It's by command of the throne, and there's nothing more important to the heart of the Father than women and children. I hope that it shines. I hope it's a shining example of the mercy and the love of God. But I want you to go out there today and tell someone about who Jesus is and who he was when he walked this earth. Tell him that he died on an old rugged cross, that he didn't have to do that. He chose to do that because he loved every single person on this planet, those that love him, those that know him, and those that don't know him, and those that reject him. He died for every single person. One soul saved for the kingdom of heaven is worth all the monetary wealth of this world combined. Just one. So, and he was born of a virgin, died, and rose the third day. Now, without further ado, I'm going to get off here because I have to go out there and do my chaplain visits this morning and hospice visits. So I love all of you guys. Go out there and shine for the kingdom of heaven, because right now our light matters in a dark and fallen world. And hang in there. Hang in there. It's almost over.